Hey everybody, and welcome back to Blaze Survival Server. Today I kind of wanted to share with you a little bit on how to put the DNA bench together once you find the DNA bench. Alright, once you find the DNA bench is going to actually look like this. Right here. So when you find it out in the world, it's just going to say Workbench Kit, and it's going to look just like that. So what you're going to need, you're going to need the workbench. You're going to need the solder station kit. Not the regular soldering iron that you find just looks like a hand tool. That's for a different bench. You need the actual soldering station kit. You're going to add that to here. And then you also need the helping hands kit, which is going to look like this right here. Helping hands kit. You combine that into here too, and then you can place your actual DNA workbench. But we're not done yet. So you want to place it down. Then what you'll actually need, you're going to need a bunch of different stuff to put in here. First, you're going to need bolts, 16 bolts, which we have 25. You put your 16 bolts in. You need at least 13 planks. You're going to put your planks in. You need 5 metal sheets, which look like this, sheet metal. You'll find that out in sheds and different places. All this stuff you'll find out just by looting houses and sheds and different things. You add that. And the hardest one on this server to find is the metal wire. I can never seem to find it, right? But I do got one now. You'll add the metal wire, and then the card reader, which looks exactly like this, right here in my hands. Card reader. Lockout door reader, it's called. You'll add that to here. And then one last thing, the laptop. This green thing right here, the laptop. So you'll find that out in the world too. You just add that to that. Now you got everything to do the actual workbench. And then you're going to need a tool, something to kind of put it together, right? And for some reason it doesn't want to take the actual hammer. So I'm thinking you can only use an actual, I mean not the hammer, but the hacksaw. Maybe you can only use the hammer, right? We're going to find out. Yep, right here. You have to have a hammer. You cannot use the hatchet or an axe or a screwdriver or anything like that, pliers. You have to use a hammer. It doesn't have to be the BS hammer. It can be just a normal vanilla hammer. But I just so happen to have the BS hammer. You're going to hit F, hold F to assemble the workbench. And boom, now you have a working workbench. Then what you're going to need to do is there's a little drawer right here. You want to open this drawer. And then inside here, there's some things you're going to need. You're going to need to put a 40-volt battery. Not a car battery, not a truck battery, but a 40-volt battery, just like you see right here. See, 40V. It's a big white battery, 40-volt battery for use on workbench. You're going to place that inside here. And then you're going to need something called flux, which we got right here. This little red thing. And these are very hard to see when you're like just running by stuff and kind of searching for things, bigger objects. These are very hard to see sometimes. So sometimes you really need to go in a shed or inside a house and really like look down at the ground as you're running, because a lot of times you'll miss this. You'll run right by it. So you'll need some of the flux. And then you need something called solder or solder right here. It pretty much looks just like that, but black and round, right? For use on workbench. That's another hard one. And then you need a microchip, right? So right here, it shows we have the green tier keycard microchip. And we have the red tier keycard microchip. We're going to do the green one right now. We're going to place the green microchip right in there. And close the drawer. Then you're going to need to have an actual keycard, right? Which I can activate this keycard right now. See, this is a yellow keycard, so I can't use this. You actually need to use, like, let's say once I go use this, I go do a yellow safe store, yellow keycard thing, right? Once I use this yellow keycard, it'll then be broken. You won't be able to use it no more. Then you'll be able to actually come back to your bench once you use it, and you'll be able to attach it to the bench and fix it. You know what I mean? that's when you can actually take that key card and do the rest of the process in order to make your very first key card. So after I get done with this yellow key card and I get done making it, we'll be back in a minute and I'll show you how to make a new one. See you in a little bit. All right, everybody. So I just went and did the actual yellow safe store. And now I gotta find my yellow. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now look. So now I've got a malfunctioning key card because I've already done the yellow, so it's not active no more. It's a malfunctioning key card. You can also find blank key cards, which will actually work too. But this is a malfunctioning key card. So what I'll do is I'll come up here to the bench. Remember, I've got the next key card chip that I'm going to do. I've got my solder, my flux, and my battery inside this little drawer. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to walk up here with chip in hand, or not chip in hand, but malfunctioning key card. Hit F to attach. Then once we do that, we're going to walk up to this little box right here, a little machine down there on the table next to the DNA, where it says DNA, see? And hold F to remove used chip. We're just taking out the old chip that we already used. All right. Now the old chip should be in here. See, look, destroyed keycard chip. That's no good no more. So you can actually take that out of your inventory and, throw it away somewhere, which I'm going to do. All right. So now what we want to do is remove the key card off of here, or not remove the key card right here anyways. What we want to do is actually install new chip right here. Hold F on the workbench to install new chip. New chip installed. See, right here, remove key card. So we got a new key card. No data though. So once you take the key card off of the table there, you want to walk up here and look at this little DNA key card thing and hit F to insert. Right? And then you want to come over here to the laptop and hold F to program key card. There we go. Voila. Hit F to remove key card. And look, it's an inactive green key card. All you got to do is hold it in your hand. Tap your left mouse button. Now you got an active key card. Look, I've got 2 uses left on this green key card. Good deal, right? So yeah, that's how you do the DNA. That's how you use it. That's how you put the chips in. And I hope for anybody that's never used the DNA bench, which I'm sure probably most people play Dayz has, but if you haven't, that is how you do it. I hope you enjoyed this video and you guys take it easy. I'll see you next time.